Gender is thought to be biological and presumed to shape our personality and interests. However, it is socially constructed because it varies over time, changes across cultures, and is not biological. Over time, our social norms have changed along with our perceptions of gender. Following gendered norms has shaped how gender inequality is normalized. Doing gender is everything that is done to signal membership in a sex category with factors such as clothing, hair, voice, job, and knowledge. It's done in everyday interactions with others. It's not something you are, rather it's something you do, and it's assumed to reflect your genitals.
For example, women are supposed to be small and take up less space than men. In the media, women are airbrushed to look perfect, resulting in women feeling ashamed of their own bodies. This results in women feeling like they need to surgically augment the parts of their body that they do not fit in the social norm. In 2015, plus-size models hit the headlines. However, these models are still on the smaller scale with a defined face. Some advertisement companies even go to the extent of using padding to accentuate their curves.
Some consequences of doing gender wrong are that others question your biological credentials. There is stigma and punishment which can cause people to feel uncomfortable or be presumed to be gay when they are not following social norms.
Many adolescent boys target other boys by calling each other fag for showing any sign of weakness or anything less than masculine. Walking into a middle school or high school, you hear the word being yelled across campus like it's nothing. Using fag in this way means they have failed at masculinity and has nothing to do with their sexual identity.
There seems to be a hidden curriculum on the gendering of children's bodies in preschool through disciplinary control. Boys and girls experience differences in preschool that are very restrictive with girls' voices and behavior, causing them to speak at lower volumes and demonstrate proper behavior, while boys can be loud and show relaxed behavior without receiving much attention from teachers. These small differences in interactions with children portray an oppositeness between them at such a young age when they are very much alike.
Women and men are also seen as opposites when it comes to sex. Girls are shamed for asking for birth control or having to buy Plan B, but boys are expected to want to have sex at all times of the day. Abstinence-only education is scaring young adults into thinking there is no such thing as safe sex even with using contraceptives.
Doing gender at universities affects the gender gap in the STEM fields, where far more males are enrolled in than females. This gap is caused by the stereotypes of what males and females should like and pursue, leading to a lack of diversity in majors and jobs. In the workplace, mothers face a double bind, trying to be the ideal mother and ideal worker, which leads to the motherhood penalty. This explains the wage gap where mothers are paid significantly less than non-mothers and men. When the intersectionalities of race and gender intertwine, Black and Hispanic mothers earn less than a white woman, creating a wage gap within women themselves. Many believers think that males develop better visual spatial perception while females succeed in communication skills. As a consequence, females are subjected to take secretarial, nursing, teaching, and housekeeping positions because it's their natural strength, while males are to take engineering, construction, executive, and law enforcement positions for their intelligence. Traditional roles in parenting involve the ideology of intensive mothering and ideology of men's breadwinning. These ideologies reinforce gender inequalities with opposite responsibilities between mothers and fathers, resulting in the patriarchal bargain. Currently, mothers and fathers are blurring the line between gendered roles so each can have the opportunity to grow in the workplace and create strong relationships with their children.
Even though women have made so much progress in society, they still expect men to take charge in relationships. Women say it is their personal choice and their personality, but they expect men to ask them out, pay for the dates, or propose. This goes back to men being socially constructed to being in the dominant role. Even though men experience more violence than women, women fear violence or being assaulted more than men. Women are associated with being feminine and vulnerable, and men are seen as strong and dangerous. Despite men being dangerous, women use men as their protectors. However, men will not likely stand up for a woman who is being assaulted in fear of being seen as weak or homosexual. They also won't stand up for another man being assaulted by other men because they aren't sure if he asked for it or not. Women are especially fearful of being sexually assaulted because in society, women are seen as rapeable or already raped. It is expected that a woman will be raped, and it is a woman's job to protect herself. Instead of focusing on teaching about consent, we focus on getting legal justice. As we grow up, we are influenced to choose different paths based on our gender, assuming it is part of our biology. Women are supposed to take up less space, be vulnerable, and show femininity, while men are supposed to take up more space, be strong, dangerous, and masculine. Through our socially constructed gendered norms, men and women are assumed to be opposites, but we are more similar than we are different.